Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging sense in the back of your mind that what you're being told just doesn't add up? It's a feeling many Americans now share. We watch the news, we listen to the pronouncements from Washington, and we see a series of crises, one after another, that seem almost too convenient. A pandemic, economic turmoil, natural disasters. Each event is presented as a separate, unfortunate incident. But what if they aren't separate at all? What if they are connected? This is the question that the people in charge don't want you to ask. They would prefer you to stay anxious and obedient. They count on you never looking behind the curtain. The architects of our current reality rely on one thing above all else: your compliance. They need you to believe that government is a force for good, that its leaders have your best interests at heart. But look around you. Does it feel that way? Or does it feel like the country is being fundamentally transformed against your will? The very fabric of our society seems to be unraveling thread by thread. And with every new emergency, the powerful gain more control. They issue mandates, they shut down dissent, they tell you who to blame. It's a pattern that has become impossible to ignore once you see it. The real story isn't about the crises themselves, but about the power they grant to the few. Think about the last several years. We were told to trust the science. We were told to stay home to save lives. We were told that certain policies were necessary for the greater good. But who defined the greater good? It certainly wasn't you or your family. It was a small, unelected class of bureaucrats and ideologues who saw an opportunity in chaos. They understood that fear is the most effective tool for social control. When people are afraid, they will give up their freedoms for the promise of safety. But that safety never quite arrives. Instead, we get more rules, more surveillance, and less of the America we once knew and cherished. So we must start by asking the forbidden questions. Could these events have been managed differently? Or, more disturbingly, were they managed precisely as intended? It is not a comfortable thought. It challenges everything we've been taught about our country and our leaders, but ignoring the evidence in front of our own eyes is no longer an option. The stakes are too high. We owe it to ourselves and to future generations to pull back the veneer of official explanations and examine the machinery operating just beneath the surface. It's time to consider who truly benefits when the rest of us suffer. The answer may shock you. Remember the promises made in 2020? We were told that with new leadership, the pandemic would be brought under control, that science and compassion would prevail. Joe Biden ran on a platform of crushing the virus. Yet what happened? After he took office, the number of COVID-19 deaths continued to climb, ultimately